Hello, this video is created for those preparing for the IELTS speaking test. There are two videos available, a self-test video and a video with answers provided. We wish you the best of luck with your IELTS exam preparation. What kind of housing accommodation do you live in? Currently, I live in a villa-type apartment in a 3-story complex. My apartment has 5 rooms, 2 bedrooms, 1 wash storage room, 1 bathroom, and a kitchen. Most of the apartments in my building have 1 to 2 rooms in the apartment unit, or up to 5 rooms, including a veranda, in an apartment unit. Additionally, on the first floor of my building complex is an interior design store. Do you live in a house or a flat? I live in a flat, or otherwise called villa-type apartment. My apartment is located on the 2nd floor, and I live on the same floor with 3 other apartment units. Since I live in a semi-commercial building, there is an interior design business occupying the 1st floor, and then there are apartment units on the 2nd and 3rd floors of the building. What's the difference between where you live now and where you have lived in the past? Currently, I live in a 2-bedroom apartment. However, I used to live in smaller apartments before. My last apartment was called an office-tel, an apartment that can also be used as a rental office. Before living in the office-tel, I lived in a small 1-room apartment. It was small, but at the time, I had just moved to Korea, so I was just fine in terms of size for me. I'd say aside from locations, the size of my living space has grown over the years. Space is important for living spaces. I believe that space can help create not only more of a homely environment, but also having space is great in giving a place to enjoy at-home activities. For example, with my extra space, I can grow big plants, buy and store exercise equipment, and can even host guests more comfortably. Can you describe the place where you live? My apartment is located in a neighborhood off of 2 semi-main roads. Due to this, I live on a quiet street in a very quiet neighborhood. It is actually quiet all day except for the few cars that drive through or delivery trucks that make deliveries during the daytime. There are some small cafes, non-chain restaurants, hair shops, and gyms around where I live. Additionally, I live right next to a mountain, so many hikers and climbers usually pass through my neighborhood to climb. Every morning, I also walk my dog along one of the outer mountain trails. It is very easy to walk up the hill off of my street and walk along one of the mountain hiking trails with my dog. Which room does your family spend most of the time in? In my apartment, I spend the most time in my bedroom or in the kitchen. However, when I was younger and back in the States, my family and I would spend most of the day time in the living room or kitchen area of our house. These rooms, the living room and kitchen, are typically more spacious areas of a home that have items that provide entertainment or are spaces where eating is common for people. Since these rooms are spacious and my family and I can all sit down together and chat, watch TV, or eat a meal together. What do you usually do in your house, flat, room? Like many people, I like to relax at home. I actually am very active and spend 12 to 16 hours outside a day. Due to this, when I am able to spend time at home, I usually try to relax and rest. Otherwise, I typically cook meals, clean, do laundry, play with my dog, and occasionally reorganize stuff like furniture or other items. But overall, I like resting the most. Spending time resting at home is the best. Do you plan to live there for a long time? Presently, I am living just outside of Seoul in Korea. I've been living here in Korea for a while now, so I can imagine staying here long term. However, I do not want to decide on where I plan to live long term right now. While I enjoy where I currently live in the Gyeonggi-do area, I still want to explore, see, and experience what life is like in new places. Also, I want to go back to school to study again, and sometime soon I want to get married. These are goals of mine, but also weighing factors for where I see myself currently or possibly living. Studying or marriage sometimes require one to move from their previous homes, so planning on where to live long term with these goals in mind is difficult. Are the transport facilities to your home very good? Yes and no. Since I live off of semi-main roads, there aren't too many buses that come by frequently. Next to my street, there is a bus stop. However, it is not always reliable as only several buses pass through every 5 to 10 minutes. Due to this, I always try to set a bus alarm to make sure I catch the bus. However, if I miss the bus, then I have to wait 5 to 10 minutes for the next bus. Walking to work or even to the nearest subway station is too long and far, so I sometimes find it difficult commuting due to my residential area. Do you prefer living in a house or a flat? I prefer living in a house over a flat or apartment. First, there are no upstairs or downstairs or left or right neighbors. Also, only my family and I will have access to the house. Strangers or landlords won't intrude, so there are no worries about being evicted or finding out your apartment is being sold by the owner. Being my own house owner provides better security, and living in a house guarantees more space compared to a flat or apartment. What part of your home do you like the most? I like my bedroom the most. Not only is my bedroom spacious, it also was decorated with all of my tastes in mind. Colors, sequences, aesthetics, etc. I enjoyed seeing the furniture and decorative items I have all come together in my room over the past year. For example, I have a blue, magenta, and white color theme in my bedroom, which includes posters, bed frame, bedding, and carpeting. Also, I have a few marble bedside tables, as well as a marble desk, table, along with a dresser closet for my clothes and makeup. Finally, I also have a corner space in my room for my dog's bed and toys too. An energetic person that I know is my nephew. He is 8 years old. This is a very energetic and youthful childhood age. My nephew enjoys doing lots of activities pretty much all day long. During my summer vacation, when I was back home with my family, my nephew and I played many games together, watched many TV shows together, and even went to lots of parks and kid events together. As his godmother and guardian, I also participated in activities or went on rides with him. It was a very thrilling experience spending time with my nephew, and in a sense, reliving childhood again by doing activities with him. What kinds of jobs need a lot of physical work? Many blue-collar jobs or jobs that require manual labor also entail a lot of physical work. Some jobs include delivery jobs, cooking and service jobs, construction site jobs, etc. In these types of jobs, employees must be able to lift, carry, or even pack goods of various sizes. They also must be physically healthy and able to walk, run, and complete tasks within a given time frame. What's the difference between the payment for physical work and that for brain work? Nowadays, payment for work is valued by both time and general performance. Whether working as a delivery truck driver or working as an IT worker, payment for the work is valued differently. For physical work jobs, the time as well as effort to complete the job is viewed as easier than brain work jobs, where more time and work is needed for given tasks. Can physical workers receive higher salaries in the future? Yes, as the demand for physical workers will always remain in different sectors. Additionally, as time progresses, the salary or wages in different sectors, including physical work sectors, will continue to grow. I am not sure how high salaries will be in 30 years, but I imagine that physical work jobs will have higher salaries. Do you think machines could replace human workers in the future? Yes. Self-driving taxis or store inventory robots are already starting to replace humans. Nowadays, it is not uncommon to see some type of robot in some type of work setting. Already, humans rely on machines to complete various types of work. So in the future, having robots complete most, if not all, work is not impossible or hard to imagine. However, robots may not replace humans 100% in work fields just yet.